Hi everyone, I'm Ms. H. Today I want to talk to you about the different hand signals that soccer referees might use when they're officiating. So like many other sports, soccer officials often use a whistle, a hand gesture, and sometimes verbal communication to report decisions and directions. So it's very important that for coaches, fans, athletes, and officials, those hand gestures and those signals are precise and accurate every single time. When a player fouls another player, a direct free kick is awarded. This signal is the same signal as a throw-in. Its purpose is to establish which team has possession. First you blow the whistle, then you gesture towards where it occurred. Then the arm is extended with fingers at a 45-degree angle in the direction the rewarding team is playing towards. An indirect free kick means another teammate besides the kicker must touch the ball before they shoot on goal. This would be awarded to a team if the opposing team was offsides. It begins with the whistle and the same signal as the direct free kick, followed by a separate signal with the arm straight up, indicating that the free kick is indirect rather than direct. When the attacking team kicks the ball past the end line but doesn't score, a goal kick is awarded. The referee turns to face the goal and holds their arm extended out in front of them in the direction of the goal. This is a form of a direct free kick. When the defending team kicks the ball over their own end line, a corner kick is called. This is done by turning to the closest corner where the ball left the field, and the arm is raised and extended at a 45-degree angle towards that corner. An advantage is a signal shown both visually and verbally. This occurs when an attacking player is fouled but maintains possession of the ball. To do this, bring both hands straight in front of you, but up to below shoulder height, and verbalize something along the lines of play on or keep going to indicate the foul occurred, but you're letting the play continue. When a player commits what is considered an unfair or reckless act, a referee signals a caution by blowing their whistle, standing within an arm's length of the player, and holding a yellow card directly up in the air so that it's visible. When this occurs, the other team is generally awarded a free kick. A referee will issue a red card in the same way, either when the same player receives 2 yellow cards in the same match, or if a player is physically or verbally abusive. This means the player must leave the game. This is shown by the referee both holding up a red card and by pointing away from the field to indicate the player must leave. A penalty kick occurs when a player commits a foul within their own penalty box. This allows the opposing team a shot on goal from 12 yards away with just the goalkeeper as defense. This is shown by extending the arm with the hand pointed down in the direction of the penalty mark, which helps distinguish this from a goal kick. If more time needs to be added to the clock, the referee will signal this by clearly showing and usually verbalizing how many minutes will be added to the clock. This might happen because of a delay of game or other circumstances. Substitutions are only allowed when the play is dead, the clock is stopped, or there's an injury. The referees will often signal the subs are allowed simply by waving them onto the field. The signal for a goal is for the referee to turn and point up the field towards the center mark with their hands straight out. Before the referee does this, they should first look to each member of the officiating team to make sure that no infractions have occurred. These are the signals that they would use in an international or college competition. When you're officiating the soccer unit in my gymnasium or out on the field, this is what I'm going to be looking for. So here's my nifty little soccer field that I drew. Is it to scale? Absolutely not, but I'm a physical education teacher and not an artist, so bear with me. As you can see here, we have 11 players on either team. Generally, for an official soccer game, that is how many players you would have. For the purposes of our physical education class, though, we will most likely be using smaller team sizes and a smaller field, so everybody gets more reps and a chance to play. Here's our goal, okay, and then we have the goalie box that goes like this. We'll talk about that in a couple minutes. Same with the penalty box. We'll talk about those. We have the center of the field where we start the game and the boundary lines. All right, so let's say this green is going to be where the ball goes. I'm going to start over here. Okay, so let's say at this point, blue either heads or kicks the ball out of bounds. If you're an official for our physical education class, you are at this point are going to decide, you're going to blow your whistle and you're going to decide which direction the ball is going. Because blue sent the ball out of bounds and orange is attacking on this goal, we're going to blow the whistle, tweet, okay, and raise our hand at a 45-degree angle in the direction of this goal where the ball is heading, like this. At this point, orange would come out here. Let's say this guy does it. Orange is gonna come out here, and then do the throw in, okay? And the ball goes live this way. Now let's say orange has the ball and they take a shot on goal, but they miss. Oh no, that's a big miss, okay? But they miss. At this point, our referee, is going to hold their hand out straight in front of them, okay? At a completely flat, so not at a 45-degree angle, just completely flat like this, which represents a goal kick, okay? So at this point, the goalie is going to come here and place the ball on the goalie box somewhere, wherever they like. Okay, generally the goalie takes the goalie kick. Da-da-da. Okay, so the goalie comes in, say blue guy, and kicks the soccer ball. Now let's say orange takes that shot on goal, okay, but it somehow deflects off blue behind the end line, okay, so it knocks off blue. As an official, we are now going to call for a corner kick. So we're going to blow our whistle and we are going to point at the closest corner. Since the ball went out right here, since the ball went out right there, we're going to have a corner kick, okay, that would take place right there, done by the orange team. So orange would come over here, and set up for their corner kick. This is the signal for the corner kick, pointing to the nearest corner the ball went out. So now I set up the players a little bit differently. As you can see, we have, okay, an orange player really close to this goal, right, with this blue player being the last defensive player before the goalie, okay, and he's in front of this player. Okay, so this player right now, if this player doesn't have the ball and they receive the ball, they're offsides, okay, that is illegal. They have to have the ball pass this blue player with them to not be offsides. They can't just stand down here and wait for the ball to come to them. Okay, that's offsides. Okay, cherry picking, we don't do that. So as an official in our gym, or on our field rather, you're going to blow your whistle, tweet, and signal like this. So the first thing I'm going to do here is blow the whistle to stop the play, and then signal with my hand, just like we would when the ball goes out of bounds down the sideline, which direction the ball is going to head. All right, so at this point, we have just called orange offsides, which would result in a free kick for blue. Okay, so orange has to step away from blue at least 10 feet, and the ball goes to blue in the form of a free kick. I referred to them earlier as direct free kicks versus indirect free kicks. An indirect free kick means somebody else on the blue team needs to touch the ball before blue scores, but for the purpose of our physical education class, everything is just going to be a direct free kick. If you can score, sure, score. Okay, so remember, as a ref, we blow our whistle and we signal with our arm at a 45-degree angle the direction in which the ball is going to go. I really just want to see, do you know how to signal the direction which the ball is going to go? Do you understand the concept of where the ball is going to go? Okay, we're going to call, just like we would for offsides, we're going to call the same thing for fouls. So if, let's say, orange bumps into blue, causes blue to lose possession of the ball, same thing, we're going to blow our whistles, signal with our arm the direction which the ball is going to go, and orange needs to step behind. Okay, same thing for a handball. Let's say orange accidentally touches the ball with their hands, we blow our whistle, we signal down the field with our hand, orange needs to step away. Okay, and then blue gets to kick the ball all the way down the field. Okay, let's say, we're gonna talk about one more thing. Let's say orange gets the possession of the ball back, okay, and inside this penalty box, blue fouls orange. Okay, for the purpose of our physical education class, we're not gonna worry about this penalty box, but if there is a foul inside the penalty box, so blue fouls orange, okay, orange is going to get what we call a penalty kick. I talked about this earlier. I just want you to know what it is, okay, where they get a kick on goal with the goalie being the only defender in the area. Okay, so that's what we call a penalty kick, just so you know what it is, but we're not going to worry about it in physical education class. Okay, what I want to see from you as a referee is, do you understand what to do when the ball goes off the end lines or the sidelines, okay? With the end lines, either goal kick or a corner kick, okay? Do you know how to call for a foul, which direction the ball is going to go when we call for a foul? And how to look for offsides, okay? Those are the things I want to see as an official. I'm excited to see what we have in store for the soccer unit. Hope you learned some things.